Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today we're going to be talking about Chevalier. I think that's how you say it. Yeah? Yeah, Chevalier. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. Reviews are pretty strong, I'd say. They're pretty darn good. In fact, I can literally say that about every movie out this weekend, except for Be I Was Afraid. That's a little under, but still positive. And yeah, I'm looking at the reviews 82% critic score, 95% audience score. So word of mouth definitely isn't a problem here. It's a non issue. So yeah, reviews, word of mouth, good. So that's a pro. Um, damn. Oof. Is anything else? Oh man. Steven Williams, has he made anything relevant? No. Okay. um hmm. I'm struggling. I mean, I guess it stands out amongst everything else. I mean, there's no like big, you know, biographical movie that's out right now as far as I know. Um yeah, there's none. Well, there's more or less like no biographical dramas, like this. So I mean, standing out is good. I always say it's better to stand out than to just fall into with the crowd and just be invisible or just not be noticed. So, I mean, I guess that's a pro. That's a very minor pro. You can tell I'm stretching with that. um, but yeah. Ooh, I think that's really it. Yeah, that's it with pros. Cons. This movie's gotten like no push, zero push, as far as I know. Like I haven't seen like any ads for this movie, period, anywhere. It's almost like this movie got buried. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. Like all I've seen is this poster in like movie theaters, and that's it. That's really it. So yeah, severe lack of an ad campaign, that's a huge problem. So that's a con. Another con is that there's just too many movies out right now. Way too many. I mean, you got Mario, the big one, the enormous one, Mario, and then you have Mario and everything else. That's been the story of April. Mario and everything else. Everything else, I mean, there's too many, too much. This so, ugh. I mean, what do we have? There's there's Air, there's Pope's Exorcist, there's Renfield, there's Evil Dead Rise, there's Covenant, there's Biel Afraid. Not to mention some March movies that still have a pulse, like John Wick 4 and Dungeons and Dragons. And then not to mention all the movies coming out next weekend, like Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, and Big George Foreman, and Sisu, and then summer movie season starts. It's a nightmare. And when you have this many movies out at the same time, obviously some of these movies are going to fall through the cracks. And this is definitely going to be no exception because no one's talking about it. Barely anyone knows it exists. So, yeah. Too many movies. Big con right there. Huge con. Trying to think of some other cons. Some other notable cons. Oh. Well, let me look at Searchlight. Oh man, oof. Okay, Searchlight, which it was originally Fox Searchlight, but now it's just Searchlight because Disney bought it. It's like their specialty division, kind of like what Focus Features is to Universal. Same thing. A lot of prestige picks come from Searchlight, or supposed prestige picks, and yeah, as you can see here, there's not a whole lot here. I mean, the menu is their biggest hit, and that was only a modest success. Everything else, forget about it. So, yeah, and it's kind of weird they're releasing this movie like now in April. You think they would release this around award season because this really screams Oscar bait movie to me. But releasing it in April seems like a really strange choice. Like you're literally releasing it a month after the actual Oscars. Like it's just I don't get this release date. I don't know what they thought was gonna happen. I don't know. But yeah. I say Searchlight's lackluster track record the last few years. I definitely labeled that as a con. And I think that's it. I have literally nothing else to say when it comes to pros and cons. So opening weekend, I mean this movie's only in like what 1,300 theaters. I think I can check. Hold on. Let me see. Theater counts. Where is it? Yeah, like 1,300 more or less. Obviously, that's not a lot. that's it's just not a lot at all in the grand scheme of things. Like if this movie had like a large amount of hype around it, then maybe the low theater count wouldn't be such a issue. It could like power past that, but that's not the case at all. So I'm gonna go say opening weekend between 1 to 2 million, and it's total 4 or 5 million if it's lucky, and that's it. All right, so that's 2 down, 3 to go. Thankfully, the next I pressed the wrong thing. Okay, thankfully the next movie is gonna be a movie people actually care about and a movie people are actually watching. Hell, it's a movie I just watched very recently. That movie is Evil Dead Rise. And then after that, there's Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. And then after that, Somewhere in Queens. And that's it for the weekend. And then next weekend, more goddamn movies. Because April is flooded with movies. And it's just been great. Especially great for my vocal cords. So, yeah. But stay tuned for the rest of those videos. But, yeah. That's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got playlist on the homepage, all previous prediction videos I made this year or any other years. You want to watch any of those, you can go right ahead. There's also the canceled series where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. I don't believe I've covered No, I have not. Okay. I've never covered Chevalier. Not once. But I have made 186 cancel episodes. So if you want to watch any of those from beginning to now in any order, it doesn't matter. You want to do that, go right ahead. I encourage it. So yeah, there's that. And there's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. April recap will come out the 1st/2nd week of May. So after Guardians 3. After Guardians 3, like that's when I'll make that video. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.